Yo, 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 yo. We back in the building. Listen, man, we coming to y'all frequently. You know what I mean? We doing shows frequently. Shout out to everybody, man, who's viewing this. Matter of fact, you now tuned into the Holla at Your Boy.
Holla.
Man. Listen, shout out to everybody who's viewing this, whether religiously or in passing, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody on TikTok, man. We went viral. You know what I'm saying? Listen, It's a lot of comments and stuff like that from what we said during the last pod. But listen, we appreciate all comments. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all engaging with us and stuff like that. So shout out to y'all, man. Listen, man, we got a lot of things in the work. I'm just going to get this out the way right now. We got a couple of sponsors that's coming up. You know what I mean? We working on a short film. You feel what I'm saying?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. Listen, stay tuned. Please stay tuned, man. We got a lot of things in the work, man. So we appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? Listen, the production is going to be real. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel at DSTV103. Shout out to all my TikTok people. Shout out to all my Facebook people. Make sure when you watch those video clips on Facebook, make sure you send in the stars. You know what I mean? That's pretty much donations that help us and everything like that. You know what I mean? And we trying to be a subscription-based podcast. We trying to do direct to consumer. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody who viewing this, whether religiously or in passing, man. I got my guy right here with me, Trell, a.k.a. Young Jers,
Y'all ready.
Mr. Swag himself. Y'all give it up for Swag himself. Y'all give it up for Swag himself. You already know, man. And then you got me. You know what I mean? You got me. Rel, a.k.a. Mr. Dolo, b.k.a. Mr. Gutter G. You already know, man. Shout out to me, man. You already know. All right, man. Listen, we got a long show. We got a good show for y'all. You know what I mean? We're not going to have a long intro at all, man. We got a good show. Y'all already know. Before we start the show, I got to talk to my guy, man. What's good, man? What's going on, baby?
What's good? You already know, man.
Like how you feel? Listen, for those who watching this, we got the setup over here right now. Y'all can't see it, but we got a TV over here. You feel what I'm saying? We got a TV screen, so it'll be easier for us to actually research stuff rather than just keep looking at our phone and everything like that. So, yeah, man,
the
feel
full
good.
The full facts for y'all.
Yeah, the full facts. We're gonna be researching. We're gonna be doing all of that. You know what I mean? Instead of just pulling out our phone because it kind of look tacky and everything. But yeah, man, how you feel, man? How you feel?
Nah, man, like you already know, man. I always gotta start off and give that thanks to God, like you know where I'm at in my life. So I always start off where I feel blessed and I'm grateful where I'm at, like you know. So you know, another day I'm here, and another day we grinding, like you know. Everything good with me, just chilling, trying to get things done, trying to up my game each and every day.
Yeah,
so I'm good.
You good? Yeah, same.
What
here,
about
man.
you?
I'm straight, man. Listen, I got, for those who don't know, I got my braces.
Finally got it out, man.
Yeah, man, I got my braces off.
It's been a long coming.
Yeah, man, been a long time, man. I got my braces off. It feel good, man. Now I got retainers 24/7. Okay. So the only time I get to take my retainers out is when I eat or do like activities and stuff, sports or whatever it is. But that's the only time. Other than that, I'm pretty much.
Explain to the viewers that's a little bit ignorant in knowing and what retainers really is for. Because I'm one of them. I don't really know so much about it.
After you get your braces taken off, you have to wear these either clear retainers or retainers that have a metal part on it, and it's basically it helps keep your teeth straight. Because if you don't wear retainers, then your teeth will go back how they were.
Okay, so it's still a process.
It's still a process. It's an ongoing process. It's for the rest of your life process.
Oh, word.
You know what I'm saying? So you cannot take the retainers out. Like the retainers I have now, I don't have the regular retainers. I got the retainers like it's damn near like a mouthpiece, like a mouth guard, or whatever like that. And I got to keep it in 24/7. I got to keep these specific ones in for 6 months. I got to wear them. I don't have them in now because we're doing a podcast, of course, but I got to keep it in for 6 months. And then after the 6 months, then I get the clear retainers that everybody got.
Oh,
you know
okay.
So that's what it is. Yeah, man, you got to keep, listen, the price you pay for your teeth is very important. Very important.
I believe it.
Yeah, man, it's very important, man. You know, other than that, man, I'm just chilling, man. Like I told y'all, man, we right after this, man, we got a short film to do. So y'all, listen, y'all look out for that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at DSTV103, man. Shout out to all my TikTok people, my Facebook people. You know what I mean? But you ready to start the show, young Jerz?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I've been ready.
Let's start the show, man. Listen, we about to get into some NFL talk right now. It is week 5. It is a couple of teams on bye weeks right now. You can look up the teams that's on bye weeks real quick.
Teams on bye week.
Yeah.
I know, because you know, if you play fantasy, you should know a few. I guess what? I think the Seahawks is on bye week.
The Steelers are on a bye week.
Yeah, isn't the Seahawks?
The Seahawks. I don't know if the Seahawks on a bye week. But anyway, while he looked that up, a couple of teams are on bye weeks, and it is week 5. And surprisingly, it's a couple teams that's doing good and a couple teams that's not doing good so far. We are Philadelphia Eagles fans, and although we are 4-0, potentially about to be 5-0, it don't look good. You know what I mean? Listen, we're gonna be brief on the sports stuff. It don't look good because of the new offensive coordinator, and he reminds us of another Brian Johnson, which is not good. You feel what I'm saying? Which is not good at all.
I was thinking about something else. Nah, it says the teams that is Atlanta Falcons, Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, and Pittsburgh Steelers. You was right on that one.
Okay, Atlanta Falcons, Chicago Bears is cool. You know what I mean? They I think with Caleb Williams, he's starting to find his niche in that offense. You know, Atlanta, they on a bye week. Michael Penix. A lot of people are down on Michael Penix right now, but Michael Penix he's damn near still a rookie. This is his first year starting. He was a rookie last year. I think he started like 2 games towards the end of the season when Kirk Cousins got benched. Yeah, but they got to find a rhythm with him, and you know, of course, he's going to make mistakes because he's still pretty much a rookie. Yeah. Green Bay Packers, they was on a hot streak. They was definitely on a hot streak at first, but they started cooling off. You know what I mean? They started cooling off. Their defense started cooling off. Yeah. Their record, I believe, I don't know if they. I think they 2-1-1 right now because they had a tie with the Dallas Cowboys and then they lost to the Browns.
Yeah.
They beat Detroit. Yeah, they beat Detroit and they beat somebody. So I think they 2-1-1 right now. Yeah. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe they only lost 1 game as well, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they only lost 1 game, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, they looking good. Normally, the Pittsburgh Steelers always look good towards the beginning of the season, but then they start tailing off at the end of the season, and they've been like that for like the last 3 years.
I just think their problem always been, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Steelers fans will probably agree with me. And I worked with a Steelers fan when one time the last season, 2 seasons ago, and he was telling me about when they had who they had 2 years ago. It was. I know his name is tip of my tongue.
You're not talking about Russell Wilson.
No, he was on our team.
Kenny Pickett, yes. Oh, when they had Kenny Pickett, he was like okay, but he wasn't like a solidified quarterback for him. Yeah. And that's just was their problem. I felt like they needed a consistent quarterback that's to pass that ball and read the defense a little bit more experience wise. And I just think them picking up Aaron Rodgers always felt. Now, and Rodgers not how he used to be, but he's still that quarterback that could not like I said, once again, not probably like how he used to be, but he still got the experience to know how to understand defense, and get that ball out when it needs to be. But, he be having his hiccups too. But out of all the quarterbacks they've been having for the couple of seasons now, I feel like he's the one that's, showing that's a little bit more better for him. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is doing good. You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit slow because he's an older quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but you know what I mean. He's still doing good. So
Did you saw them doing the what's that? Aaron Rodgers, the tush, the brotherly shove, tush push, whatever you want to call it.
I did not see that.
Yo, they did it. But Aaron Rodgers stayed back. Aaron Rodgers, I'm not about to get involved in that. He was in the backfield. He put it like, I gotta watch it.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, they did it, and then they succeed. But Aaron Rodgers wasn't going. He wasn't going to be beat for that.
Yeah, real quick before we wrap this up, let's just talk just a brief bit about Philadelphia. As I said before, we got to put together a whole game. You know what I mean? 1 minute we are cooked in the first half, but then the second half we good. Yeah. But then. the next minute we good in the first half, but then we cooked in the second half. So we have yet to put a complete game together. Kevin Patullo, which is the offensive coordinator, he is not creative at all. He is not running schemes for A.J. Brown. It's the same routes. It's either a slant, a comeback, or a go ball. With Saquon Barkley, he's doing the same run plays, just running up the middle, not creative at all. And like I said, it reminds us of the 2023 season with Brian Johnson, how he wasn't creative at all on the offense. And this is a bunch of stuff going on. I just want to keep it brief. It's a bunch of stuff going on with A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, and a lot of people speculating that they might not be friends. They just work buddies at this point. They were best friends, but now they just work buddies, and it's just a bunch of frustration going on in the offense. Mm-hmm. So
same old.
Yeah. So hopefully we can pick it up, you know what I mean, and we can get the ball rolling. That's it. That's all I got on Philly.
Yeah, what I would say a little bit on it is like everything you said, I agree with. The thing about like what I kind of getting so much tired of hearing, and you're gonna hear it because it's the same old narrative that's been going on for every season. Is a lot of people is trying to put a lot of this blame on how our offense is looking on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
and they not understanding like one, compared to a lot of these quarterbacks is out there, and I'm gonna put Cam Newton in this conversation right now because
listen, I'm about to, towards the end of this video, I got something for Cam.
Yeah. So like, and all these game changes and all these other talks that he be talking about, he comparing Jalen Hurts to all these other quarterbacks and what they are asking them to do and not him to do. And when I'm looking at him, is looking at things in one track minded, in a one track way. Mm-hmm. They not asking him to do those things that you're saying, like passing the ball constant and getting those passing yardage, but doesn't mean they not asking them to do any other things. What people is not understanding is that like quarterback position is not surrounded around passing. Passing is not the only attribute for a quarterback. Yes, it's probably the number one important thing, but you could be a quarterback that only could pass, but don't have the other attributes that you need. That he talking about game changer or a game management, but why can't that make him elite at? Why can't he be one of the elite as managing a game? Is it a quarterback that don't know how to manage the game? It doesn't matter if they could pass the ball, but if they manage that game wrong, they gonna lose.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of these quarterbacks he's keep naming always choke. One thing, and I'm in it with this, that I could say that those other quarterbacks doesn't have better than Jalen Hurts. And Patrick Mahomes, you can argue. I know there's a lot of referee debates and all that, but Patrick Mahomes, you can argue because I have seen him did it. But other than him, these other quarterbacks, they always choke when the moments arise. A lot of like, if you get one drive, that's all you got. Like one drive. And I said it before, dealing with that last year with the Bills and the Chiefs game. When Patrick Mahomes went down the field and he scored, that was like, okay, I scored. Let me see you do it. You got a minute. You got a minute, a little bit over the minute to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You got one drive. If you don't win, it's this all you got. If you don't score in this drive, it's over.
It's over.
Oh my gosh.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
That part.
And all those quarterbacks he keep naming always choke when it's time for them to do it. But what do Jalen Hurts? What do Jalen Hurts do? When do Jalen Hurts do when he come in when that clutch time? Out of all those quarterbacks, who I would trust Jalen Hurts in those moments. Oh, damn, we got one drive. Oh, you can't mess up. We got to score here. You can't. We need you to come in the clutch and put the team on your back and win this game. He does that. Okay? That's way better than his other quarterbacks. So why can't he be elite for being the most clutch quarterback? Mm-hmm. Why his passing yard got to be the only thing you focus on? He's clutch in everything else, though. So it's more to that. I could go on and on, but we got to get to other topics. But just think about that for a minute.
Listen, man, Cam Newton, I got something for your ass. Pause at the end. At the end of this, you know what I mean? Let's get into something else, man. We're gonna talk about P. Diddy, man. The biggest news right now that's going on is the whole P. Diddy trial. While my man looked that up real quick, let me go grab my yo. Remember back in the day they used to call shades muckers? Like yo, let me put my muckers on.
Yeah.
Oh hell no, hell know what that is. Let me go get my muckers.
I ain't gonna be honest. It sounds familiar, like, but I remember kind of us calling it like that. It's a lot of slang that we used to use back in the days, man. Like it just, some of them I forget. Like, some of them I forget. I don't fully remember. I ain't gonna lie. I don't fully remember.
Let's get it, man. This the P. Diddy joint?
Yeah, I got it up.
All right, man. So, if y'all don't know, man, P. Diddy, you know what I mean? He got sentenced yesterday, I believe. What was it? 50 months, right? So it's basically, let me read it and say, the Bad Boy record label founder, real name is Sean Combs. He also was handed a $500,000 fine and a 5 years of supervised release by Judge Aaron, or how you pronounce that? Yeah, Aaron, right?
Yeah.
Aaron.
It's spelled Aaron.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
ARUN and Aaron.
Yeah, hey, yo, you gonna have to magnify on that shit, man. We old as hell, bro. We can't.
I told you. Subramanian.
Okay, Subramanian. At the sentencing hearing
weird.
At the sentencing hearing in New York on Friday, October 3rd, according to CNN. Let me read the bottom of it real quick. It say a substantial sentence must be given to send a message to abusers and victims alike that abuse against women is met with real accountability. The judge said while announcing his decision. Diddy, 55, faced up to 11 years and 3 months behind bars and had requested a maximum sentence of 14 months, which would have effectively seen him released on time served. So basically, they gave him, if I'm not mistaken, 50 months, right?
Yeah.
But you got to account for time served, which is a year and some change. So he's really going to do 4 years, right? And then when you look at it on good behavior, he might do 2 years, and then he might, after 2 years, he might just go to the halfway house after that. So he's not going to do the full 4 years in prison. You know what I mean? He's not going to do the full 4 years in prison. Everybody thought, or everybody speculated that he was going to be released yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't released yesterday. And I guess according to the news reports and everything, he was pretty much pleading, basically standing on top of the table saying, "Judge, I promise I can, and I'm paraphrasing everybody, I can do better. Give me another chance," or whatever like that. Like, you see those pictures right there?
Yeah.
Like those were real graphics. They had him, they drawn pictures of him under the table crying and shit. And they said that the saddest part was watching his children cry. I'm gonna let you tag in on this real quick before I finish. You know what I mean? Before I finish what I wanted to say, but I'm gonna let you tag in on this.
Nah, I mean, like, it's hard to look at certain situations like this Diddy situation with him, and to actually choose it's hard to have a type of feeling and emotion. Now, his kids and his family, of course they are, no matter what, that's that's his kids, and they regardless of what it is, they the one that's going to be affected by it.
Yeah.
But us that's away, that doesn't know this man personally and doesn't know what's really fully portraying or going on.
You can scroll down real quick while you
I got you.
While you finish.
Yeah, really know what's really going on. We go on. It's hard so much to have a certain type of emotion with this, because I don't know if, okay, it's sad, he's crying, he's saying he could be better, but I don't know if is that legit, is that's legit feelings.
Yeah.
Is that truly of how he feel? Like, is it all an act, or is that man really truly understanding that he need to be better and he need help? Like, it's hard to actually know that. But I would just say if that's how he truly see things and he truly feel, who is me to judge this man? If he really understand his flaws and understand what he did, his choices, then who is me to judge? Only God could judge. But all I can say is, man, listen, you still got to deal with the consequences. Regardless of now you see it and now that you understand,
right.
It's sad.
Right.
But you have to deal. You gotta face. You gotta for everybody. People deserve justice that you hurt.
Right.
And you gotta deal with it. Like, you gotta confront it and just go through it strong and understand. And for his family that is affected by it, my blessings to them. My whole everything, they get through it. And man, I hope everybody just look at this and learn. Like, but hey, man, it's a lot of these type of situations that's going on in this world, and he just a celebrity that all cameras on you.
Yeah, right.
And it's crazy.
Scroll down real quick. Yeah, man, listen, this should be a lesson for anybody that's in the public light right now that, listen, stuff like this can't happen, They actually underline a lot of things in this case as far as sex trafficking.
Yeah.
A lot of people wasn't familiar with what sex trafficking was. Sex trafficking is, a part of sex trafficking is when you still fly somebody out for the means of sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a part of sex trafficking. Anything across state lines is sex trafficking. And it can happen not just to women, but to men also. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they really got him on, is pretty much like prostitution charges or stuff like that and everything. It say Diddy was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution in this past July. Although he was acquitted to more serious charges of racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, he was arrested in September 2024 following Homeland Security raids into 2 properties in Los Angeles and New York and Miami. So that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was trying to smoke his boots for real in the beginning, but they brought it all the way down to 50 months, which I'm pretty sure he got. I think it's 64 months, but with time served is 50 months, and then he's gonna. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do 2 years. He's not gonna do the full 4, and then the rest of the 2 he's gonna be on like supervision release or release supervision or something like that. The halfway house, pretty much, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I kind of do if cause sex trafficking, man, that's you.
Anything could be sex trafficking, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying though, like, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to know, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, if that justice time that he's serving, is that what he deserve, or do he actually deserve a little bit more? Because it also depends on this, like, okay, sex trafficking, which if you sex trafficking bodies and you using people and off their free will for sex, and you are if it's minors and this is whoever, like, if it's moved into that type of route, then that stands of sex trafficking, then I don't necessarily know that's enough time to actually for justice. Like,
what you mean, like if it's minors involved?
I just school. I said especially if it's minors, but I just say if it's not minors, because we don't know. But I just say that, just put that away, and it's just adults, but you still doing it off their free will somehow.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. Is especially for males. I don't. Hey, man, unless he used a gun or whatever or anything, then cool. But just people in general, if you're doing that to people off their free will, and
oh, my bad, y'all got a call.
And if you're doing it off of their free will, then like, you know, and so it depends on how many years and how many bodies, how many people you have did it to. Yeah, I don't necessarily know 4 to 5 years is necessarily enough for that. But like I said, I don't know that. Now somebody, if whoever got that knowledge, y'all know what's fully going, y'all know that, then maybe y'all can argue. But for me, I don't know per se of what it was. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, man, I just want to say, we just want to say prayers up to everybody.
Yeah.
Prayers up to the victims. Prayers up to the people that was involved. Listen, even prayers up to Diddy, bro. Like, I'm not judging nobody, bro, because everybody go through whatever they go through. Everybody get lost sometimes, and everybody got to find their way back. Everybody don't realize what they're doing in the moment, especially when you've been in the public eye for as long as he have, and you've been at the top of the mountain for as long as he have. And you could just get lost like that. And all it takes is one thing to bring you down for you to realize what you've been doing wrong all of these years. You know what I'm saying? So I can't judge nobody. Like I said, I don't know what the full story is because I'm...
My bad. Mm-hmm. Now, I was just saying, you're always supposed to pray or dish out or whatever positivity for somebody. You're always supposed to want somebody to overcome their weakness. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, everybody got at some level, some people's weakness is more crazy and more stronger than others. But at the end of the day, like you say, who is we to judge? We supposed to, instead of judging, we supposed to pray that God can help that person to overcome their weaknesses and they demons or whatever they are fighting with.
Facts.
And if you have the mindset of that, then you stay blessed. Soon as you start dishing out negativity, you blocking your blessings. Like, you know, that's how I look at it.
To the next joint.
Word.
Yeah, so that's that, man. Like I said, prayers up to everybody, bro. Hope everybody get to sleep peacefully at night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or get some type of peace or justice or whatever the thing like that. Yo, I was thinking about something real quick earlier, right? And you know, I drive trucks for a living and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I drive mail van. But I'm thinking like, yo, driving to get your license and stuff like that, it don't teach you how to really drive for real. Just think, I might be saying it wrong. To get your license, it don't take much effort. It don't take nothing. They just tell you K-turn, U-turn, parallel park, go out in the street for 1 minute. All right, bam, you got your license. That's it. They don't really put you through no real course and stuff like that. That's why you see all these wild ass drivers and stuff like that out here, because either people got minimum time going to driving school. They just wanted to hurry up and get the license, and the driving course really don't put you through a real test, because you got crazy ass drivers, man. Yo, every day I'll be looking at people like, bruh, how was you on the road? Especially old, I think at a certain age too, old ass people should get their license revoked from driving, bro, because it's nowhere in the world you 80 years old, you slowing traffic down, you going like 15 miles an hour, or when it's time for you to turn, you turning slow as hell, and I'll be looking like, bro, what is you doing?
Yeah.
Get your old ass out of here, man. Yo, I think after like, I'm gonna give it to 65, bro.
Yeah.
Or what about 70? I'm gonna say 65, 70. I think after around that time, your life you should be no longer you should be no longer being able to drive.
Yeah. You
shouldn't be able to drive. Let me correct myself.
Right. Nah, yo, you funny because I was just talking about that not too long ago and shit. But just the whole drive. First, I would say the whole driving test thing. I don't know necessarily how they are teaching people drive, because I never went or even seen a driving test how it's done or anything.
How was your driving test?
I never. Well, if you're talking about when like going when you go get your license and all that.
Yeah, in order for you to get your license, you got to take that driving test. You got to have an instructor in the car and everything, and he gonna tell you, all right, yo, move up to them cones, parallel park, and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like how was your driving test?
I mean, like, it was the same thing, but what I was necessarily
oh, you got this shit in PA. I forgot.
No. What I thought you were saying, I was necessarily thought you was talking about when people go to driving school.
No.
So you're talking about necessarily when you go get your license, when you taking the driving, when you whatever. So that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was saying basically, the driving test easy as hell. They don't put you through no real situations. They don't put you through no real driving situations. They just tell you to parallel park. They tell you to K-turn. They tell you to just park up on the curb, and then you go out on the street for like 2 minutes, and then after that, bam, you got your license. And it's like, no wonder why people can't drive now, because they don't really put you through nothing to get your license. They don't put you through real situations and shit out here. A lot of people, they spend the minimum time in driving school, and all they want to do, if they go to driving school, but if they don't go to driving school, they just want to hurry up, get their license, and you wonder why people don't know how to drive in the, out on the road.
They just, because what it is, and this is how society work. First of all, everything is surrounded around with money. It's always be. And then other than that, you take your permit, the papers at first, and they got all the tests, they got all that when you get your permit, and you got to pass that. Yeah. You got to get your permit first, all of you get your license. So when you take that test and you pass that give them, okay, he know the rules or she know the rules.
Yeah.
She knows whatever, the basic whatever, which I understand is more to it. But they give out that basics. Well, the basic rules of what we are trying to put out. So they go about that. And then when you go and take your driving test and you're doing the parallel park, the K-turn. Well, I didn't do no K-turn when I did a driving test. I did a parallel park, and then they took me on the road. And you drive. They look for speed. They look for the hazard, like putting your signal lights on, and how the controller you got on the car, how you brake, how you make turns. Like, before you drive off, they want to make sure you're doing safe things and have things checked. You checking your mirrors. Like, so.
Man, all that shit trash. That don't teach you how to.
No. I know that. But what I'm saying is, they go about the basis of how things supposed to be. Like, driving on the road, the speed limit, based on how it's supposed to be. Everybody doing the speed limit. Everybody is driving like regular. And they go about that, okay, well, you got that. You good. You stay sitting out on the road. First of all, I disagree of them not having tests to know if anybody people know how to drive on a highway. I think that should be a test to let them know how to highway.
That's a big thing.
And they don't do that, so I can understand that. But the end is all. They do. They look at that and they be like, okay, basically you got it. But like now going to where you're saying, but what they are doing that because they just trying to they getting you out the way, the next person, so they can get the money because you got to pay for all that. So they do that, and what you're saying is, but when a person get their license, all that basic stuff is really not consistent.
Man, let me tell you, man. Like, once I got my license, bro, I was out at As soon as I got my license, no. You get a paper, and then you got to take it to the DMV, and they give you a license. As soon as I got my license, you know what I was doing? I was one-handing that shit. The same day I was properly driving and shit like that, trying to pass the test, is the same day I was one-handing that shit, not doing the speed limit.
And I get that, but that because you know how to drive. You are more experienced and more skillful in knowing what you are doing when you're driving. And there's a lot of drivers that's out there, but there are some drivers that they are being taught how to do the basic wise, and they go out on the road and they try to do more stuff than they don't even know what they do. They try to, example what I'm talking about.
It be the people that be driving basic that be fucking causing all the fucking accidents and shit.
No. I will to an extent, but what I'm saying is it's people that drive basics and that drive slow. That's not fast drivers. That's not drivers that we know what we're doing when we are doing it. Like that you could think quick. Because when you're driving on a highway and all that and everything's happening in split second, you gotta sometimes make decisions.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up.
In a split second. Those drivers, when they go on the road, they try to drive like they are fast drivers, but they know they're not. And what I'm saying is, example, You ever seen somebody while you're driving down a road and they know they could wait for you before they turn out in the intersection, but they don't want to wait. They impatient. They want to rush. So they want to act like fast drivers. So they pull out while you're coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say, oh, well, why is he driving fast anyway? But at the end of the day, okay, I might go above 10. The speed limit might be 55 and I might be doing 65. You're right. But at the end of the day, it's your life in hand. Why trust if another driver is doing the speed limit? If you're going to pull out and you see a car coming, that means you're rushing. And if you're going to
Oh my God.
if you're going to rush, then speed up, nigga. Like, don't rush out and then drive 20 miles per hour. Rush out, hit the gas, speed up to avoid an accident because you're rushing out. You're not whatever. But don't act like you're a fast driver and pull out. But then when you pull out slow. And then you pull out into the wrong lane. And then next thing you know, bah, an accident. Like, and then stuff like, so it's mainly scenarios of that. But it be the slow drivers that try to act like they are fast drivers. They do fast drivers things and they cause accidents. No, just stay in your lane. You're a slow driver. It's okay to be a slow driver, but stay in your lane. Don't get over to the fast driver lane. Keep your slow ass on in the slow type of lane. Like, that's all. Like,
and I'm just saying, bro. Like, as far as getting your license, like you said, I think included in getting your license, they should teach you how to drive on the highway as well.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's nothing. They don't put you through a real test. They put you through a kiddie ass test to actually get your license. There's nothing to get your license because only thing you got to do is parallel park, K-turn, park regular, get out on the road for 2 minutes, see if you could drive through the cones like this or whatever, and then bam, you got your L's. And that's why you got so many people out here that really can't drive and shit like that. They really they just can't drive.
Don't get me wrong though. I want to make excuses also for fast drivers too, because there is some fast drivers that be doing some dumbest stuff and they be causing accidents too. So, but at the end of the day, like, people just go on the road and they just take the basics and they don't try to learn. They just, like, that's all they do.
Yeah, like I said, I don't care if you drive fast or not. I'm just saying the test don't put you through nothing. It's easy to get your license because they only teach you, or you only go through the bare minimum as far as the test.
No. But what I'm saying is the test.
That's it. Go to the next joint.
The test only they just teach you the basics and teach you all that. But nobody don't. That's the basics does not work when you actually driving. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you. Yo, listen, we about to get into our sponsor right now, man. This video is brought to you by BetUS, man, the best sporting book in the business, man. Up to 120% on your sign-in bonus, man. As soon as you sign up, you get to up to 120%, man. Right now, it is NFL season and basketball season is approaching, man. So make sure you click the link in the description, sign up for BetUS, and they will match you. They will give you a 20% on your deposit, up to 120% on your deposit. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, basketball season is on the way. Shout out to Big BetUS, man, the best sporting book in the business, man. You already know. Sex education. Come on, Trey. Let's go with that. What's up?
Yeah, I was just thinking like because I was talking about it like not too long ago. No, do you agree with sex education in school? You know, and do you agree? Do you agree with how they go about it? Like, you know, what's your thoughts and your opinion?
I remember we was in high school and shit like that, right? The funny story, audience, right? Yeah. We was in high school and shit, right? And we had a sex education class, but it was for everybody in our grade, and we had to go to the auditorium, right? And they was showing us like all type of shit, like warts on niggas' dicks. They were showing us a bunch of shit, right? And somebody yelled in the back, right? Somebody had a bunch of warts on their penis, and somebody yelled, "He got cauliflower on his dick." You don't remember that shit? He got cauliflower on his dick.
Nah, I was in the class with you.
Yeah, we all had the sex education class, but we all had to go to the auditorium.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah. And this was in the beginning of school year and shit. And they were just showing pictures basically like, yo, you don't want this. This will happen when you have unprotected sex and all this other. And somebody was like, oh, he got warts on his, he got cauliflower on his dick. That was funny. But Yeah, I agree with sex education in school, man, because at the end of the day, man, it makes the kids aware because let's be real, let's be honest, let's not even beat around the bush, man. These kids is fucking. So are we. So it's better to let them know what's out there, what's going on for real. It's better to let them know what to be aware of, what to look for, just in case these things pop up. You know what I'm saying? How to identify these things and stuff like that. And like I said, also be aware because, yo, man, these kids, listen, you still got girls that's 13, 14, still getting with the older guy that's 18, 19, that's out of high school, and they still having unprotected sex. You know what I'm saying? You still, it's a lot going on, you know? So sex education is definitely a must. Listen, it might even scare some of these children out of having sex because they probably was prepared to have sex, and you go through a sex education class, and it might scare a child out of having sex and might wanting them to wait, you know, until they are adults or just to save their virginity until they feel like the time is right and everything like that. So sex education is definitely a must. Hopefully they still doing it in schools. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with sex education in the school system for sure. They definitely need that. And also with that being said, and I'm gonna wrap this up after this, along with every sex education class, they need to hand out protection as well. Because we're not gonna act like, and I hope they don't act like these kids are not having sex. Yeah, these kids are having sex at a very young age. And I know that for sure because that's what we were doing. And nothing is different. So as well as they giving these sex education classes, they need to be handing out protection to these kids as well.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I agree with you. With the sex education thing. It's a lot that comes with it though. You know, because at the end of the day, you don't want to I agree with it, but you also have on certain I won't say cultures or certain country or whatever of how they orchestrate their sex education wise. So I agree with it, depends on how they go about it, basically what I'm saying. Like, you know, you got some schools and some places that they get real vivid. And I'm not talking about as showing what can happen if you know
like the herpes and the chlamydia.
Yeah, I'm not talking that because if you want to get vivid with that, they need to see like yo, to scare them away.
Yeah, man. Let them see that green shit that's leaking out of that coochie or that
dick. I understand. I get that part. You know, and especially if they are old enough, you know, to you know, you don't want to be at a young age showing them penises and all that other stuff and vaginas, you know, but when you know they up to that age that they about to be out of high school, they about to be grown anyway, then I agree with that.
Type shit.
But you know, but you got some that's vivid in a way of showing them how to have sex properly.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's like the way I put on a condom, the way how to it's using stuff and using toys and using all that.
I never heard of that in school. You bugging.
No, I'm not in school, in the high school, but there are schools that are doing that.
What schools?
And I don't know that it's countries and videos of it you see that.
Okay, but that's if it's countries, then that's their culture. I'm talking about in our culture.
But what I was saying is in a overall in general. I wasn't just spending it in just sex education in one span. I'm just saying sex education in general. Like, so I get what you're saying, but I'm just speaking in worldwide term in general of sex education because at the end of the day, human beings is human beings. Like, no matter where they are and where they at. No, right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter where they are and where they at. So what I'm saying that in a whole span, I agree with sex education, but in a whole span, I only agree with it on way how it's portrayed in school because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You know, because you in a tense you could be sending the kid out and having him curious instead of you trying to keep him from him. Now he's curious about it. You know, so it's a sense of not what you do is how you do it. So and then the end of it all, I think parents need to be involved with it. Sex education without the parents not be involved. Parents need to be involved with the sex education. That's how I agree.
I agree with that
because
part too.
they need to see what is going on and their input on it while the kids to put in. When like it doesn't matter if you having these sex education in school, but when they go home, they would have put parents that don't know nothing about it.
I agree.
And now they re-brainwashed.
I agree with that part too.
You know,
I agree. I definitely agree with that part, man. I think the parents should be involved in it, man. I think they should show all the everything need to be appropriate when it comes to sex education, especially for our country. I don't know what the fuck they doing over there in their country. Whatever they showing, that's on them. Like that's on them. Like,
I feel you.
Over here, we need to, like you said, I think, and I'm gonna wrap it up. We need to involve the parents as well. And everything got to be appropriate and just, show what's going on real quick. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Show what's going on. Real quick, man. I want to play this right now because this been on my brain. This been on my brain, yo. I'm sorry. I just had to play that real quick. Yeah, that's old, bro. Computers probably like 10 years old. This was before Bobby Smurda and R.W.R got locked up.
Okay.
No, I mean, this was before they got locked up and everything like that.
Yeah.
Let's get into this Mark Sanchez news, man. For those who don't know who Mark Sanchez is, he is a former NFL quarterback. He primarily played for the New York Jets, and he bounced around after he primarily played for the New York Jets. Some teams like the Philadelphia Eagles for a short stint, and a couple of other teams. He is in the headline right now. He is in the news. He's been involved in a stabbing accident or an how I want to say it, an altercation, but he ended up getting stabbed. And I don't know what's going on with the world, man. It says right here, that's the comments. Mark Sanchez stabbed in Indianapolis, hospitalized with severe injuries. While my boy look up the details of him getting stabbed and everything, that's just wild to me. I mean, just think about it, man. Your post-career, I'm pretty sure he would have probably never thought this would happen during his whole career. I mean, like I said, you at the top of the mountain, and things are happening to a lot of people at the top of this mountain, bro. Things are happening to a lot of people. Okay, here we go right here. It says several sources, including ESPN and TMZ, have indicated that former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez has been seriously injured in a stabbing in downtown Indianapolis earlier Saturday morning. The person who allegedly stabbed Mark Sanchez is claiming self-defense while claiming the former NFL quarterback, the aggressor and the encounter, according to information obtained by Fox 59 and CBS S4. And I'm going to just read a little bit more. Thank you, brother. Thank you for... How you know how to do that? And enlarge the goddamn letters and shit, man. I need to read because I can't... Listen, I need glasses for real. When they stole my car, they stole my glasses, bro. So I have no glasses but these. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department reports that just after 12:30 a.m. Saturday, officers responded to a report that a person shot. IMPD, which is probably Indianapolis PD or whatever the case, says two men were involved in an altercation, with one man receiving lacerations and the other sustaining injuries consistent with stab wounds. So at the hospital, Sanchez was arrested for his role in the incident. IMPD confirmed Saturday he is charged with battery, unlawful entry of a motor vehicle, and public intoxication, which are all what's that say? Misdemeanors at the bottom?
Yeah, misdemeanors.
Yeah, misdemeanors. Though he's been charged, he remained hospitalized. So basically, they're saying that he's not innocent neither, bro. It probably came down to the fisticuffs between him and other person. You know what I mean? He probably insulted the person, or the other person assaulted him. However it went down, it involved two people. Hold on, y'all. This is my brother. Hold on. Yo, I'm doing my podcast, y'all. I'm gonna hit you right back. All right. Yeah, so Yeah, so like I said, they said that Mark Sanchez was the aggressor, but either way, it involved two people and everything like that. But just think about it, bro. Like, because it was reported that he was there to actually he was in Indianapolis to do a game. You know, to be one of the announcers on Sunday's game. You know, so how you feel about that, bro? Like, just think about it, man. Off this real quick and just think about something else. How you like you make it to the, like I said, you make it to the top of the mountain and then you still get involved in stuff like this. Like if I could just say my reaction right now. I can't say what my reaction would be in you know, real time if I was in that situation. Yeah. But how I would control myself now, or the environment, or the people that I would be around. I wouldn't be around nobody that would put me in that situation. I'm just speaking on now. I can't speak to his situation. Yeah. But I'm around people right now that don't put me in situations like that. And I'm not adding on to my circle around people that put me in situations like that, especially if I get a little bit of money. Yeah. If I get a little bit of money, if I'm doing my thing, I'm not being involved in stuff like that. I'm not surrounding myself by, you know, stuff like that. Now, granted, anything can happen by anybody. This probably was a trusted source. Yeah. Probably one of his trusted people, and they got into the fisticuffs and, you know, things escalated. So I can't say that it can't happen, but just speaking for me right now,
I know what you're saying, because it's a lot of situations that, not saying that was his situation, but since we're speaking in general now, there's a lot of situations with people that's successful and they get into their life and they put themselves into drama or situations that they could avoid. Yeah, correct. You know, correct. But they didn't avoid it because they made that choice to put themselves in it. You know, you're basically saying, in which I agree, because that's how I am and that's how I feel. I'm doing all in my will and power is try to avoid drama. Like, especially if I'm successful and I got money, all I'm caring about is having a good time. Yeah. I'm not caring about getting into bullshit. Like, you know, so what I'm gonna do is I'm thinking about, okay, how I'm gonna avoid bullshit today. Mm-hmm. You know, when I go out, okay, I'm going out. I'm thinking about I'm going here. Why? Because I'm gonna go here. Why? Because there's less bullshit here. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna choose to do something. Why? Because it's less drama. I'm gonna choose to chill with this person. Why? Because they are less drama, or they are a person I trust, that's going to put me into drama or situation. Now, I like you said. Now, sometimes stuff happen. You could trust people, and they could just sometimes be the opposite. So sometimes these situations could happen. But, you know, like we say, speaking in general, for people that don't even try, like they don't think about avoiding drama. Yeah, they comfortable just being around it, and like, you know, and it's like, wow, especially if you got money.
Yeah, bro. And listen, I know money ain't the end all be all, or money don't make you happy, or it don't fix certain situations. But bro, like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna just speak off that situation. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do if I get money, bro. Yeah. Let me tell you, bro. My circle gonna be my circle, but that's about it, bro. Like I'm bro, when I get money, bro, I'm still remain myself, but it's not even a but. At the same time, I'm not being around no negativity, bro. I'm gonna do everything that I wanted to do. I'm gonna do all the happy stuff that I wanted to do.
Trying to enjoy your time, right? Yeah. Got time for that.
Yeah, nobody got time for that, bro. Like, listen, nobody got time for that, bro.
Who like to be angry? Some people like to be angry and be mad and whatever. Who like your what's the word? Your atmosphere to be negative. I like a peaceful and enjoyment atmosphere. Like a vibe, basic vibe. That's the word I was looking for. I like a nice vibe. Yeah. If you mess like Kendrick said, please don't fuck my vibe. I forgot how it go, but you know what I'm talking about. This song. I tried to get it out, but I forgot how it went. But you know what I'm talking about.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, no, kill my vibe. He said, don't kill my vibe. Yeah. Now it came back to me. But yeah, like, yo, I like to have a peaceful vibe and a good vibe. Like, who want a vibe be all messed up and drama wise and all this other stuff? Like, no, man. Just trying to chill.
Just trying to chill, bro. Word. That's it, man. But this one is another one, man. Listen, all I can say is prayers up
Facts.
That's all I can say.
All you can say.
Hopefully he make it through the situation. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Hopefully he make it through the situation. Definitely. Right now, they said that he's been charged as well. I don't know if the other guy got charged. It didn't say that. It said he's been charged because he was the aggressor. So that means it was.
I still think, because at the end of the day, if he was just with no weapons and the other guy stabbed him, yeah, he aggressive, but damn, like, you stabbed the nigga unless he feel like, yo, he was a little. His life was in there. Yeah,
he said out of self-defense, and this is going according to the documents or the paperwork that we just read. He said he stabbed him in self-defense. He probably was whooping other dude ass.
Yeah, but some people self-defense though. Like, it's a lot of cases where people plead self-defense, and it's like, yo, I don't know about. I saw a lot of videos when people. It don't really necessarily have to be self-defense in that type of extreme. Yeah. Like, he could have been aggressive, but he could have been a person that's like, like, you know, all in the face and all whatever. He probably did push the guy or whatever, and the guy just pull out a knife. I was scared for my life, self-defense. Nah, you can't say that and that. Now, if Mark Sanchez on top of the guy, he just wagging him, boom, boom, and he pull out a knife thing. Yeah, like, I get it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, man, I don't know who was at fault. All of this.
Yeah. I don't know.
It could have been Mark Sanchez, or it could have been a dude pleading self-defense, and it really wasn't no case of self-defense. He just wanted to poke his ass real quick. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Who knows, like, man? But prayers and prosperity and blessings to those.
Facts.
To those. Could you real quick? Could you be? I was listening to something today real quick, and let's say you had like a 10, 15 year friendship with somebody, right? And then y'all fell out and y'all haven't spoken for several years. Let's say 7 years on, or several years, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Do you and the other person passed away? Do you still owe that person that respect to go to their funeral when you wasn't messing with him for those years, when you wasn't messing with him at the time? Do you still owe that respect or that loyalty to that person?
It depends on the fallout.
Yeah.
You know, because some people you just grow apart from them in a positive way.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be cool with people when I was younger, and they was cool as dudes, like boys and guys, whatever. Like, and like, but they had to move, and we just grew apart.
Type shit.
You know, some people's situation life. Some people probably be cool with somebody and they really friends, they really ever, but then the person get offer a job all the way miles away, and miles away, and now they don't hang out no more. They don't really they don't see them like that, and it's been years. They got their own family and all that. If you hear them die, and if you can make it, I make it. I'm like, yo, I remember. I'm like, yo, whatever. You know, but if it's like one of those disrespectful fallouts, like, you know, stab in the back, grimy, you know, y'all just, it was like animosity, like it was just a whole thing with it. And that's the reason why y'all fell off. You see, then it would probably do bad than good going to a funeral, because they family probably don't like you. Mm-hmm. They family, other friends, you walk in this, all eyes on you.
What if they family do like you though, and it's like you only fell out with that person, but the other family members are still cool. Like whenever you see them, it's you know, hugs, smiles, daps, and all.
If it's all love, if you
but you don't fuck with that person.
Yeah. But it's at the end of this day, that's cool, but it's still got to be love with it, because what is your motive of showing up? Like, you know, if you fell out with a person and you know y'all just had a huge big disagreement and y'all just didn't like each other, but at the end of the day you still have form of love of this person, and their family member sees that. Like, end of the day, I know that y'all fell out and y'all might didn't connect and y'all dislike each other. Y'all had a huge argument and y'all ain't fuck with each other no more.
Type shit.
But I know you loved him, my son, though. I know you loved him, my brother. I know you love him, whatever. I know you got love for our family, and the family likes you, and the family loves you, and it's all love. then yeah, of course, show up. You know, but if it's not love around it, and if you just showing up because you love the other people and you like them, but you still don't got love for the person that passed away, then it's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah,
too. That's how I look at it. You know.
Listen, man. Not to be long, but listen, if I fell out with somebody and we haven't spoken for several years, and if they pass away, I think I will pay my respects in a different kind of way, which is, yo, you know what I mean? I'm a feel a type of way.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm gonna pay my respects in a silent way. I'm not gonna be phony and fake, or it is not even a pride thing. It's like, yo, we wasn't that no more. Like you said, we grew apart. We wasn't that no more.
Yeah.
It was friction that could no longer be repaired, and it wasn't that. But I still that doesn't mean that I still didn't love or got love for the person.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to pay my respects in a different way. And number one, I don't do funerals, period.
Yeah, I don't do funerals either.
So that's another thing. So if we was close, like real close, I would have to muster it up. Like if it, like, God forbid, knock on wood. Like if you pass away, or if I pass, I said you, like I could go to my own funeral. If you got knock on wood, but if you pass away, I'm gonna muster up the strength to go, because you're not just my friend, you're my brother at the end of the day.
Facts.
But like, just certain people, a certain time, I just can't. I'm not a funeral. I'm not a wake type of dude. Just going to look at your body. I'm not none. I already can't do that. But I'm gonna have to pay my respects in a different way.
Yeah, I agree. I say I really like my immediate family is ones that I come out of my shell and I would go.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you like brothers, sisters, mothers.
Yeah.
You know, fathers. Like, you know, and if it's a family member that I felt like he was like
aunties and uncles, maybe cousins.
That's what I said.
Maybe.
I was about to say it all depends on the love and all that. But even with them, to a extent, I probably won't go. And it is not no hard feelings toward them, because I can have all love and I can miss them, but I just can't be around that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I hate a sad atmosphere and a sad thing, just being around people, sad people. It's just it's too much. Then the person is dead and they in the casket, and it's like, I hate that atmosphere. I can't be around it.
Like, dead as hell, just did like that.
Yeah, it's not funny, but it be just like that. And you just seeing them, and then everybody's crying, and you got that one person that they crying all hard, and they just going all over the place.
I be thinking like, yo,
it's like,
I wonder if he could move his pinky right now. Could he move? He's stiff as hell. Yo, can he just move his head real quick? Like, because I went to a funeral.
He better not move his head, my man.
I went to a wake one time. I was thinking that shit. Went up to him, like, yo, just move an eyelid. Just move a pinky. Just show it. Like, I know you stiff as hell, but just do something. And that's why I don't want to see that shit, because I know, I remember this person.
You be hoping it's still a 1% chance they still alive.
Nah, they dead as fuck. They dead as fuck. We about to get on to quick hits, and after this, I got one more thing I want to say to Cam Newton.
Oh yeah.
Got one more thing I want to say to Cam Newton. Quick hits. Could you be cool with your exes, or would you allow your current situation? Not saying that, you know, I mean, I know you got one now, but I'm just saying, in general, current situation in general, could you be cool with your exes, or would you allow your girl or whatever current situation that you have be cool with their exes?
No, I can't be cool with my exes. And why would you want to be cool with your ex? Like, why? If I'm in your life, why is you still holding on to the past? Why I still seeing that nigga around you?
It's that time.
Like, why I see you smiling, you giving this dude that's in your past the same type of chemistry and everything instead of me. Move on from him. Leave him there. It's about me and you now. Like, so I don't understand that. I don't understand for any female. How can you still choose to be around and cool with somebody that you broke up with for a reason? And you got a man that you want to be with for a reason? Hey, I don't mean it's funny to me, but yo, that's basically all I got to say.
Listen, man, I can't be I don't see the reason to be cool with your ex. Like you said, they are ex for your reason. I mean, they are ex for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Now, a girl, I listen, I can't see my girl being cool with her ex, bro. Because number one, y'all texting? Y'all still calling each other? What's the reason? Okay, well, if y'all still texting and calling,
yeah,
you should go be with that nigga.
Yeah.
Because I ain't messing with that. Listen, I'm your only friend.
Yep.
I'm the only guy that you come to. I'm the only guy that give you advice. That you know what I'm saying? That call you, that text you, that want to hear your voice. You should be ready to only hear my voice. You know what I'm saying? And all right, no bullshit. All jokes aside,
Message.
though, I ain't playing that shit though, man. Listen, number one, I'm not saying I'm an insecure dude, but dog, it's a boundary to the shit.
It's all about comfortability.
It's a respect to it. Yeah. It's all about comfortability. Listen, I ain't comfortable with that shit. I'm just gonna say that shit right now. I ain't comfortable with that shit. You is not about to be talking to your ex. You is not about to be speaking to your ex. If you see the nigga across the street, I need you to keep walking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or listen, you could give a slight head nod. Just give a little regular head nod. Other than that, man, keep walking, man. Cause man, listen.
That's a problem. Not to cut you off, but that's a problem in a lot of relationships.
Look, I tried to get like you and shit, but my shit ain't work out. my shit ain't work out at all.
No, but it's facts though. But but that's to be a problem with a lot of people in a lot of relationships. Is a lot of people in a relationship, they don't when they're in a relationship with somebody, they don't look to make sure that person is comfortable. They don't care about the comfortability is very important in relationships. Mm-hmm. Like, because you feel like if you're comfortable and trust that person, you're comfortable in that relationship, then it could run smoothly. But if you're not comfortable in a relationship, how can it run smoothly? Yeah. Like, so you should try to make sure your spouse, the person you love, and your person you trying to spend the rest of your life with is comfortable to the tier. Like,
type shit.
And if you can't be selfish about it. You got a lot of people, and I'm not just speaking on one gender, males and females, that be in a relationship. Oh man, I'm gonna just do it. Like, okay, well, she or he ain't controlling me.
Type shit.
She ain't this that, but it's not about control. It's about you getting them to understand. Like, yo, you comfortable. Like, you don't gotta worry about that. Yeah. Like, it's just about me and you type sense. Like, but a lot of people just want to do what they want to do. And they don't want to sacrifice and do what they got to do for a relationship. And listen, I ended with this. Comfortability means a lot to me. And I tell you that with anybody that be in a relationship.
It definitely.
Like, you mess up my comfortability, I'm not taking no chances with you.
Yeah, boy.
Like, that's just what it is.
Yo, real quick, listen, before we get up out of here, this is just my last rant about Cam Newton. Cam Newton. I just want to say this real quick, man. Cam freaking Newton. When it come to the quarterback position, right? Especially with Jalen Hurts, I seen Jalen Hurts defy all the odds. I seen Jalen Hurts defy what a quarterback is supposed to be, right? I see him do it in a way that other quarterbacks can't recognize or fathom. You know what I'm saying? It's more than one way to skin a cat. Jalen Hurts has showed us that you don't need 1 million passing yards to win a Super Bowl or to be an elite quarterback. He did it his way, right? And I want to say this. Everybody saying we got the super team and all of that stuff or everything. Even though that we're 4-0 and we're winning these games, but we're not winning these games in a dominant fashion. And just look at it, right? This is a testament to Jalen Hurts and how he controlled his offense. Jalen Hurts' numbers is down. A.J. Brown numbers is down. Saquon Barkley's not running the ball that very well. Smitty numbers is down. The defense is on and off. So when it comes to this whole super team aspect, I don't understand it because we're not playing like a super team. Everybody's stats is down, and yet we're still winning. When it comes to Jalen Hurts doing what he got to do in clutch moments, that's what he do. He's not asked to throw the ball 1,000 yards, but I guarantee you, if he's asked to throw the ball 1,000 yards in one game, he can do it. But that's not his role, and he's playing his role to the best of his ability. You know what I'm saying? It's all about sacrificing. It's all about winning for the betterment of the team. It's not, the stats look good, but all of these quarterbacks with stats, Where are they now? Where have they been besides Patrick Mahomes? Where have they been in the last 5 years? You got Joe Burrow who throw all of these yards across the fucking field. Ain't even make the playoffs two years in a row. You got Lamar Jackson who had 50 touchdowns and was run up for MVP. He always choke in the playoffs.
Yep.
You got Josh Allen, who was right there behind Patrick Mahomes, who always compete with Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. And he can't get to a Super Bowl. None of them could really beat Patrick Mahomes, but yet my guy went toe-to-toe. The first Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes, outplayed them. We just lost. I think we won. Yeah, we won the last 3 games of our 5-game matchup with Kansas City. Jalen Hurts is the only person that could beat Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson never beat Jalen Hurts. We is 1-0 against Lamar Jackson. We are 1-0 against Josh Allen. We are 1-0 against Joe Burrow. We won our last 3 games against Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts is defying all the odds of what it is to be an elite NFL quarterback. He's defying all the odds. And not everybody's game is the same. Everybody, and you're supposed to embrace that as a quarterback. Yourself. You're supposed to know that game is the football game period is about the what they call it, 4th and inches, or the game or the game is
I know
about.
What you're talking about.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Like everybody don't play the position the same. He should know that. He act like his numbers were all of that, or he got to a Super Bowl and choked. But other than that, he had very much pedestrian numbers beside his rookie year. So for you to be, and listen, I know we can all debate about sports because everybody got their opinion. But sometimes you could just be a little bit too much, or you could just be so gun-ho trying to make a point that's not even there. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts' name is very clickbaity right now. So everybody want to talk about Jalen Hurts because it is very clickbaity right now. And sometimes it seems like with Cam Newton, it's a little bit obsessive. And I know why Cam Newton talks about Jalen Hurts like that a lot, because one thing, I don't know if you know that they had an interview together. And Cam interviewed Jalen Hurts, and Cam was like, "Oh, I cried when I didn't jump on the Super Bowl, and when I didn't jump on the ball." And Jalen Hurts like, "Listen, I felt everything but the crying part," and looked at him dead in his face. And I think from that point on, Cam Newton did not like Jalen Hurts, and he took every time he got on the mic, he took that to attack his football character. So that's it. That's all I got for you, Cam Newton. That's it. That's a wrap.
He I promise. I know I always say, but I promise it. Be short on this. He says that recently. We didn't put up enough numbers that I think that was the Buccaneers game, and he was like, if that was any other quarterback, any other team, any other quarterback, they would have lost that game with the numbers that was put up, but we still won. So he's using that part on the fact of what Jalen Hurts have as a team. But at the end of the day, if they didn't put up no numbers, if the receivers didn't pull up no numbers,
or the quarterback ain't throw as many yards, Saquon Barkley ain't run.
That means because the pass protection ain't doing all that good this year too. So the team collectively ain't fully doing good on that offense. But they still win on the offense?
Type shit.
And you're saying these other quarterbacks will fail, but Jalen Hurts still win. So you flipping it in a bad way, but that's why I say he look at things in one track mind, but he still find a way to win when a team is not collectively doing good. You just contradicting and just answer the whole question. These other quarterbacks can't handle what a team ain't doing, but he's handling it. He's showing you both ways. When a team click, he could win it. And when a team not clicking, he could still win it. No matter how ugly he is, he can manage and still, he's a game manager. But that's the reason why he win games. Now why? Because that's what a quarterback's supposed to be, like a point guard. Correct. Manage the game. So no matter how much the team is doing bad, he will manage it to still make them win. Allow them to win, to have a chance. And the end of it is because he kept using, 2 field goals away. When we blocked the field goal kicks against the win, we would have lost that. But at the end of the day, those field goal blocks wouldn't even matter if Jalen Hurts didn't make a comeback.
But then that's the thing, though. That's the game.
Yeah.
The Rams just lost off of a fumble. If they wouldn't have fumbled, then they wouldn't have won that game.
That's the game.
That's the game, though. You just can't say, oh, 2 field goals, whatever. The only reason why they lost that game because it is the only reason why. But that should have
They're
would have
part of the team, isn't it?
Listen, if it was the fifth, we'll all be drunk, and that did not happen. We won the game how we won the game. That's the sport, and that's all I got to say to Cam Newton.
Right.
Listen, man, we appreciate every last single one of y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to this lovely, lovely episode, man. Shout out to all my people on TikTok. I know y'all enjoy these clips. You know what I'm saying? For more clips, please subscribe to the YouTube channel at DSTV103. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, on Facebook. You already know, man. This your boy, Rel, a.k.a. Mr. Dolo himself. That's my guy over there, Young Jers, man.
Yep.
And we are out, man. Gang, 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 gang.